What's up YouTube? GameOver86 coming back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about, are video game companies cheap, and give you my opinion. And yeah, I'm going to talk shit on them a little bit. I'm going to say some good things, but for the most part I'm going to say some bad things on why I believe that they're cheap. Pieces of fucking shit, some of them, that just need to quit fucking robbing the people that pay them hard-earned money for their video games. So, if you're new to this channel, sit back, hit the subscribe button, and listen to me tell you guys why I believe they're a fucking cheap piece of shit video game companies in the world that I hope that they just go bankrupt belly up, baby. So sit back. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about that I think video game companies and why they're pieces of shit, some of them just to, name a few, is Activision and EA. Why do they think that they can make us buy all these fucking DLCs right when the game releases, like Destiny 2? You pay 80 to 90 bucks and the content's not even out yet. So they've already got you for that extra fucking 40 to 30 or whatever you guys paid extra. And if you guys only paid 60, well, they still got you for 60 because the fucking game's horrible. And I'm not ranting about video games. I'm ranting about the companies that make these video games, and they don't even make them fucking great. So I'm going to explain why I hate Activision through some video games. So people that think I'm hating on some video games, well, I kind of fucking am in a way, but some of the ones that I bring up, I'm not. So don't get too offended by what I'm saying. This is my opinion, and this is what I think. And if you guys want to leave me your opinion down in the comments, you guys are more than welcome to do that, and I'll get back with you on that. So, first things, Activision. They're not the shittiest company. I think that's EA. But to get on Activision right now, when Destiny 2 dropped, they brought the game for $90 and there's some DLC content. The game lacked fucking story once again. The game didn't take that long to beat. The AI is shitty. The guns are fucking horrible. Activision knew this. That's why they're fucking like telling Bungie to work on Destiny 3. Okay, that's why they're already on that project. And for people that don't think that, that's your guys' fucking just opinion of not knowing video games. But the thing is why I hate them and why they're ruining these video games and why they're cheap is because they put out these things for you to buy and then they give you a shitty return. DLC, certain things that came with the Destiny 2 DLCs were horrible. It took 3 hours, if that, an hour and a half to beat on some people. They brought back old school Destiny 1 guns, and it was fucking stupid. Like, nobody wants to use a MIDA tool. Multi-MIDA tool, Telestio, and all this other bullshit that they brought back. Oh, we're going to bring back the Red Death, but in a fucking hand cannon form with pulse. Oh, all these guns fucking suck dick except for this and this. Oh, we're going to bring back a DLC. Oh, well, there's a new map pack. No, it's not. It's the original from Destiny 1 with the waterfall. They just changed the coloring and made it daylight from night. Ooh, congratulations. And then, like I said, this ain't a dog on Destiny. In a way, it is. But in a way, it's the company that's forcing them to do this. I mean, they got their hands tied because Activision has so much money. They're telling them, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. We need our money. So go do this. Because we're giving you the money. And we want to double or triple or quadruple a return. But they don't care about the quality, they just care about their money. Now, this may sound stupid when I say our video game's cheap. They're being cheap when it comes to content. When they're giving us the game quality story, whether it be a fucking overplayed bullshit that they're wanting. They don't have any new ideas. They just know that this is the cash cow and they're going to do whatever they can to make their money. Now, that's enough with that bullshit because I don't want to get too fired up over it. It's too fucking early in the morning for me to get fired up over some stupid shit like that. I haven't played Destiny 2 since last year. It's fucking horrible, by the way. And this is my opinion, but if anybody out there likes Destiny, go play it. Go fucking do whatever and have fun. That's you guys. But I'm not playing that game anymore. And they got my money. They're lucky, man. Good marketing on them. But other than that, I'm gonna go to EA now. EA, Battlefront 2. I've cracked jokes about this in my other videos. It's sad. It's not just Battlefront 2. I mean, it's fucking all the sports games that come out, and I love sports games. But I don't do the Madden Ultimate Team. I don't do the Football Ultimate Team on FIFA. I don't do any of that. It's a fucking joke. Why should I pay you money to fucking have some cards, possibly, to make my team better? They're cheap as in they don't give you anything. You pre-order their game for 80 to 90 bucks. And you get the fucking bronze football pack with some shitty ass players. Listen, motherfuckers, if I wanted Jay Cutler or some other fucking scrub quarterback like Mark Sanchez or fucking anybody that was a fucking horrible quarterback, I mean, that's who they give you. I mean, they should name the fucking bronze pack to a fucking, I don't know, overrated fucking bust, top 10 bust bronze edition for fucking $18.99. Just pay right here. And people will be like, oh, I can't wait to play with fucking Jamarcus Russell. Oh my god, I wonder if they got fucking Tim Couch in there. Or Ryan Leaf, yeah. Like stupid shit. You don't even get anybody fucking good when you pre-order the game for an extra 30, 40 bucks. And it's sad because people will pay all this money to EA and will go to Battlefront 2. You know, with the progression and how long it took to unlock a character and how many points it took to use one. And then you could buy all this bullshit to make you better. And then the story fucking sucked too. People are like, oh, the story's not that bad. And I played it and I'm like, it's fucking horrible. EA, DICE is really good. But they are getting controlled by EA. And that is sad because fucking DICE makes some beautiful games, but if they just had somebody in there that would say, you know what, fuck you EA, we're going to make the story actually, you know, worth fucking while, and we're going to make a kick-ass multiplayer. But EA won't allow it, and that is why, because they're cheap. They would rather you focus more on PvP to where they make more money and make more money, but they only give you bullshit content. I mean, the story on Battlefront 2, I played it. I mean, you get to use Luke Skywalker for like 10 minutes. You get to use Kylo Ren at the end for like 6 minutes. And then you get to use this girl fucking off and on. Is she a heel? Is she a face? By the way, I'm quoting wrestling. Is she a good guy? Is she a bad guy? Whatever. And it's sad because it's like, well, why can't you just make fucking Star Wars games like from A New Hope on? You know? And then, you know, that would be a fucking, you would sell a lot more and not lose like whatever, how much billions you lost on Battlefront 2 in the first fucking place, EA. See, that right there is what I'm saying. You're so focused on money and then cheating people out because you're a cheap fucking company that you actually fucking lost money. And that's why I'm making this video. And here's the last one. And people are gonna fucking hate me, but you know what? I don't care, and I appreciate everybody out there that will watch this video. I appreciate the new subscribers that I got. I forgot to say that the first part of my video, and I appreciate the sharing, the comments, and the thumbs up, guys. Keep them coming. It keeps me just wanting to just shit on more things. Not physically, by the way, but you guys get what I'm saying. I'm going to keep making these rants reviews. I'm going to keep talking shit on these companies. I hope to God one of these fucking companies will see me and be like, you know what, this guy's fucking right. Why isn't he working for us? He could be making us a lot of money. Yeah, no shit. But first things, I would get all of them in a fucking group and I'd be like, here guys, put your dick in the blender. And metaphorically, and they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm like, oh, you'll get an extra 10 bucks if you do. And then I'll turn the blender on. I'll be like, psych, I'm cheap. I ain't fucking paying you shit. But the next company I'm about to talk about, and this, like I said, will rub some people the wrong way. But I don't give a shit, because this is what I do. I enjoy doing this, and it's fucking rare. And it's Sea of Thieves, and it's Microsoft Studios. They all allowed this shit, and I'll explain why I ranted on that review, and I'll explain why to all the people out there that think I don't know what I'm talking about, and for all the people out there that gave me a thumbs up and said, oh dude, it's funny, and I'll explain it in detail why I made this video, and why I probably played it longer than 90% of you that think you know what you're doing playing the game. And I'm not dogging you. This is my opinion, so just listen. Don't get all offended and fucking click on some other nozzle bags video that's right here on the side of the list, okay? Listen to this. When you play a game and you pay 60 bucks, it should have fucking content in the game. Don't give me that shit that it has content, okay? Don't tell me that going to fight a skeleton in a quest and snakes and shooting other PvP people that you may see within an hour and fighting a fucking octopus, and I'm not even going to use the correct word that you guys use because I don't give a shit. It's an octopus. It's a giant squid. Urgh. Now, I ain't dogging you. If you like that game, if you like wasting fucking time and just selling around and fucking not doing anything, that's you. That's not me. So that video was what I wanted to say. Rare made a fucking game that Microsoft knew had no content. They had no fucking playability. The game is not that great. There's no story. So, you know, it's like watching a movie and you get in there and you're like, hey, what's the story about? And they're like, there is none. This movie's going to play for a continuously 100 fucking hours and nothing's going to change. That's it. And then all of a sudden, after you get bored of the movie that just keeps looping over and playing, you're like, fuck this. You just shut it off. That's what Sea of Thieves to me is like. You guys say that it has a great story. And I said Monster Hunter's not as repetitive, and I brought that up in this review and my rant. It's not. You have like fucking 20 other different weapons you can use that obviously changes the gameplay and the way you play the game. So that's, you know, a different, fundamentally sound, differently challenging part of the game. Okay? In Sea of Thieves, you get a gun and a fucking sword, and then you go find, like I said, some treasure chests. And Rare knew that. I watched the video with this guy on Rare that's like, this will be the most the most dominant open world exclusive. This is the greatest thing. And you get in there and the water's pretty. The PvP, like I said, was the only good thing to me. But other than that, like I told you guys, Rare and Microsoft, they knew it. And that's why they're cheap. This is what it's about. It's not about just Sea of Thieves. Like I said, I talk shit on the other games. There's a lot more games out there that will do this, and they're taking your guys' money. So the people that were thumbing down and leaving bad comments, I appreciate all that. Don't get me wrong. But don't sit there and say that I don't know what I'm talking about on this video game. I mean, it has no content. Why would you fucking make a game and sell it for $60 and then give you nothing out of it? There's nothing to do in that game, and Rare knew that. And that's why I get back to the point that Rare and Microsoft knew that this game was going to fucking probably flop. And people will go, they didn't know that. You can't say that. Well, then why would they put it up there for their Game Pass? So they could sell Game Pass? Because I looked at Game Pass, and no offense to them, but there's really not any shit fucking great games on there either. A lot of arcade games that people could give two shits about. They got an old school wrestling game from a year ago. They got old basketball games from a year ago. And they put Sea of Thieves on there. Like, Microsoft knew this game didn't have shit. That's why they're like, whoa, we got to put it on Game Pass and try to get $10 out of people. And Microsoft's cheap for doing that. They have a shitload of money. They own Rare. Rare makes great video games, man. That's why I said they should have been slapped for that. But they gave us, and I was wanting to play Sea of Thieves. I wanted it to be an awesome adventure. I wanted it to be with the story of like Black Flag from Assassin's Creed. I wanted it to have replayability. I wanted it to have more, shit to do. But the number one rule of thumb in selling video games ain't about, to these companies, ain't about, whether you give a shit, whether you like this game. It's whether or not if they can hit their quota and make double. I mean, think about it, if there's 1 million people that pay $10 on Game Pass, they just made $10 million. And I know that's, people are like, well, no shit. But what I'm meaning is, it's not just Rare, it's not just Microsoft, it's EA. EA is one of the biggest ones out there that are fucking people over. They give you shit content. Every year it's a roster update, that's it. And then they say, oh, we spiced it up a little bit. And then Activision. Activision is just robbing these little companies and even big companies, and they're forcing their hand to make this content ahead of time. So it's not really a rant review. I'm just letting you guys know out there that people that are saying, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about and all this is a great game. Well, you guys sit there and tell me, how could you play for 50 hours? I get on for 5 minutes and I'm just as good as you are. So it's fun to sell the ocean for fucking with 4 other people or 3 other people or 1 other person, however you guys want to do it, and you fight other PvP people, and then you get treasure chests, like I said, and you go back, and that's it. Like, there's no story. It'd been cool if they, why didn't they just put in a story? You guys shouldn't be hating on me. Why don't you guys go call Rare or Microsoft and say, why wouldn't you put in a story, though, so we could all play? You know, just because it's a PvP open sandbox world, and you guys are like, oh, it's really fun. You could just go out there and sail the ocean and fight other people, and you don't have to worry about somebody using their power-ups, or you don't have to use people having special abilities. Well, they didn't have to have special abilities and power-ups. But it would have been cool for you guys to, like I said, sail the ocean and actually go do something other than the same thing. Anyway, Battlefront 2 had the same problem, okay? Yeah, they're just about to reintroduce their microtransactions as well. Like I said, with Madden and Bungie and Activision, all these companies out there that are just taking your money. I just want everybody to be out there and remember why I believe that they're cheap. Why I believe video game companies are cheap. And it's not because, well, they don't want to make money. That's the first thing. They don't want to make great games. And then they know, because they're the ones that's been fucking creating the game for the last 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 years. And then they release it with no fucking content. But yet they got the full amount. That's like me fucking going over to your house and saying, hey, you guys want to watch this movie? You pay me $25 for it, and then you go to watch the movie, and you watch the first 10 minutes, and then I stop it. I'm like, well, that's it. Well, why? Well, you guys can watch the movie about 3 months later, and I'll show you guys the rest of the movie. That's all you get to watch. Is that fucking fair? Is that a fair assessment? Is that me being honest? That's me being real as fuck. I don't believe they should charge us $90 fucking for a game with guns that we already paid for from Destiny 1. That's what I mean with the $90. Destiny 2 brought back guns that we already fucking paid for. Then they give us a shitty story with the same fucking map, but just in a different way. Oh, I run this way and fucking jerk my load off in this corner. Oh, I'm gonna waste my fucking time doing all this stupid shit. And then Battlefront 2, they're like, well, you buy the game and, well, you have to bust your ass to get that Darth Vader. You have to bust your ass to get Luke Skywalker. Like, nobody wants to sit there for fucking 28 hours to unlock one guy. Nobody wants to do that shit. Oh, and by the way, don't fucking make the game and then you get these loot crates. Like I said, they did change it, but man, there was a lot of flack on that. But they make these loot crates where you have a fucking chance just to get a great gun. And then some cholo gets a fucking gun and he finally gets a great gun. You're all like, oh fuck man, he's got one of the better guns in the game, and then he don't even fucking play it that much. So like their targeting problem on marketing, some of these kids get these great drops. Some of these people get these great guns, and then they don't even really fucking play the game a lot. But you get them hardcore fans that are dropping 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks on these fucking games, plus the extra with DLC and fucking microtransactions and season pass and all this other shit, that they're like, oh yeah, pay us this, pay us that, pay us that, you know? And then they don't even get anything. That's why I believe when there's a game, there's a satisfaction that people feel as gamers to when you actually spend and grind, whether it be RPG or just open world or no mechanics or anything. It's always good to have some kind of satisfaction that you accomplished something and that you earned something. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing playing the game? There's no point to the game. That's like the biggest fucking sell point that everybody buys video games. Like the game that just came out, A Way Out. A Way Out. I've been playing that game, and I just did a review on it. It's fucking awesome. The story's great. You get to play with another person. Online PvP interaction. But, like, it's fun. They didn't make it to where it's impossible to get out of fucking prison. A Way Out. Well, you fucking die every time you hit this invisible wall. Oh, now you got to start all back over and just keep redoing the same thing. Well, you escaped out of prison. Okay, try it again from a different cell block. Try it over here where the guy's blowing a guy for a pack of cools. Now you get it from cell block 3 instead of cell block 5. Instead of a file, you get a fucking little toothpick to fucking shank people. No, you escape fucking jail and you go out in the real world and you opens up the more story. But wouldn't it be bitchy and shitty? Bitchy. Wouldn't it be shitty though if you escape jail and then they're like, game over. 86, by the way, I gotta throw the plug in. And then you come back to the game and do the same fucking thing over? Tell me how many fucking people would play that game. Well, I escaped jail 38 times today, Uncle Tom. Uncle Sam, Uncle G, Uncle Motherfucker, who gives a shit? It's just stupid. By the way, it's all the shit that comes, you know, full circle with these gaming companies. And people understand it out there, and some people don't. And that is why I was making this video on why video game companies, in my opinion, are cheap and why they're robbing us. And people out there that are allowing them to keep doing this, they're going to continually keep doing this. They're going to continually keep bringing video games with more DLCs and making you pay ahead of time. And then they're like, well, we already got their money. We really ain't got to do a whole lot of work on this shit. We ain't got to fucking spice up this shit. Just repeat, you know, flop the colors around, change the map upside down to horizontal, whatever the fuck you want to do, and let's just give them that. Let's bring some old guns. Let's do this. Let's make them do this for that. Let's just let them sail around like, you know, like a fucking bunch of pirates out there not doing shit. You know? Let's play Madden, fucking FIFA. The same routine every fucking day. It's like these companies are starting to get scared. And people may say they're not. But if they weren't, they wouldn't be fucking doing this bullshit more and more and more. People are bringing more microtransactions. And these are just some of the companies. There's more out there, and I know I missed a few. I'm going to be done. So if you guys do like this video, and I know a lot of people may get offended by what I just said, leave me a comment down below. I do care about your guys' thoughts. I do appreciate all the new subscribers that have subscribed. I do appreciate all my new viewers that also share this video, hit the thumbs up, even if you hit the thumbs down, and leave me bad comments and good comments. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm just making this video, honestly, for us to open up our eyes as a whole and see that people, game companies, charging us full price and only giving you 30% of content is ridiculous, and it needs to stop. And that is why my opinion and my rant on why video game companies are cheap. So if you like this video, guys, and you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. For all my returning subscribers, thank you. Share. Check me out on other social media websites, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow me there if you can. And as always, Game Over 86 is always out. Peace, guys.